We now bring in Frances Stacy, economic strategist and wealth manager for Scarlet Oak Financial. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for hopping on. There's not one of us out here who doesn't make an online order from all over the world. How are you advising people to brace for impact?
Well, my advice to people doesn't necessarily change other than just waiting a little bit longer, because I think what's going to happen is some of the disruption is going to create some time. And, Amazon's model is getting things to people in, a record amount of time. It's going to be interesting to see what this does for the holiday season volume. But overall, this is an interesting thing because it actually has had bipartisan support. The Biden administration also looked at doing this because they realized that companies could send a lot if they just kept everything under that $800, price target. There is a safety issue. This does go in alignment with Trump's overhaul on how we calculate, not calculate, but how we achieve GDP in this country. We're going to go from a model of government spending and consumption and try to get up those net exports and tariff revenue for growth in the country. So this is right in alignment with that.
And I know the White House is saying, hey, expect safer packages from this. Oftentimes we're getting unsafe shipments, illegal shipments that aren't exposed to, close customs inspection. But in your eyes, does that outweigh people having to pay more? Is the juice worth the squeeze?
It's really hard to say because, of course, I myself have not been a victim of, receiving anything nefarious. And unfortunately, that is rampant in this world, even though I don't personally experience that. It's just interesting to see what it's trying to do is, again, create more friction in doing business and getting things internationally, and hope, Trump is hoping that some Americans take some initiative. Hey, now that there's more friction and this isn't so streamlined and easy anymore, let's, try to fill that gap or that void or that time gap or void or price change with something American. And, it remains to be seen. It takes so much time for this. The biggest thing is that I think time to get these packages, because now these things have to be inspected and there's just such an enormous volume of them. So I think that's the initial impact.
And Frances, let me also play some sound for you. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick saying this back in April, around the time that the president signed the order to end the de minimis rule. Take a quick listen.
What happened is these foreign countries were sending in little packages for free and knocking out our mom and pop businesses across America. You put an end to it and you're going to rebuild the mom and pop and the small business of America.
Yeah, so do you agree with his assessment there? And do you foresee this impacting and changing consumer behavior moving forward?
Yes, certainly. Before foreign countries took out the mom and pop small businesses, you had massive retailers like Walmart, and then it was Amazon and Costco that kind of took out some of these small businesses because they can't be competitive. I don't know if it's going to change consumer behavior. It's just so funny. I don't go to stores anymore. I order everything online because it's so convenient to get it shipped to me. So I don't think it's just like the work from home thing. You can go back a little bit, but remote work is here to stay. And I don't think we're going to go all the way back to what it used to be. So I think that's kind of not really going to occur, but I do hope that there is more safety in the system. I hope this doesn't add to inflationary pressures, and I hope that they streamline this as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.